hot as hell up there. Jesus, I can't see a soul out there either. You guys, thank you so much. I took my shoes off because, you know, I get a little animated. You know how that goes. And I want to hurt myself. But, you know, there are a couple nurses out in the audience, just so I know. I want to, first of all, thank Melvin for having us here tonight. Actually, I'd like to thank Melvin for dragging me here, kicking and screaming. I absolutely didn't want to do it. And when I realized that the whole stripper thing wasn't going to work out, Melvin offered me a quick little penny, you know what I mean, for half an hour's work. I was like, with my clothes on, I was like, all right, I'll do it.
I'm disappointed.
No, don't be. Because what I've learned is if it looks like this with clothes on, it just gets worse. So you want a six-pack of Dim Lighting when the time comes. I'm just saying. Just in case later on anything goes down. I'm just saying. Keep that in the back of your head.
I'm interested.
All right, I am a single mother of two stunning little boys that I love and adore, and they have taught me quite a bit. They've taught me patience. They've taught me how to spackle a wall. And they've also taught me that being a boy is innate. It's something that comes from birth. You don't teach it to them. They just know. My boys were raised by myself, my sisters, and my mother. No steady male role model. But somehow they learned what guns were. They learned how to try their own boogers. And they've also learned about passing gas. My oldest, Grace, will be laying down watching TV. Peggy will come up. And I am very embarrassed to say that I have given birth to a jock. I have given birth to a jarhead. And that is Peggy. I love him to death, but he is a jock. And Grayson will be laying down, and Peggy will go over and sit on his head and go, "Huh, I tooted on your face." I said, "Where did you learn that? Because I never taught you that. You've never seen me toot on anybody's face." I have sense because I saw what a laugh I got. So now I do. Until then, I didn't realize. And being a single mom, it does get hard sometimes because you have to play both male and female roles. And basically what I've taught my kids is, you know, we're all big kids. You know, the ladies in the house are all big women. You know what they say? Watch out for the big girl. Me and my sisters, I think we've done a pretty good job so far. But what I've taught my son is, Grayson has the roughest time because for football and stuff like that, baseball, he's the biggest kid on the team. He's always got to be weighed in. He's like one of the only ones. I said, listen, we're like dogs, okay? Some dogs are St. Bernards, some dogs are Chihuahuas, all right? No matter how much you feed Chihuahuas, I'm going to be as big as a St. Bernard. We're St. Bernards, okay? Just don't be that sloppy St. Bernard. Spit coming out of his mouth, this in hair. Just, you know, keep yourself together. So he's taken that in stride. The other thing is that we talked about is that we went right into the sex talk. I figured, well, here we might as well just go right into that. I said, now, this is the thing, is that if you want to learn how to fix a car, go to a mechanic. If you want to learn how to cook, go to a chef. Okay? If you want to learn about sex, don't go to a man. Unless you have sex with that man, which I'm okay with. I'm just saying. And ladies out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know if you've had sex with a man who has learned how to have sex from porn. Okay? Because they do things that naturally men wouldn't do. Like you're looking going, what do you do? Why would you do that? Because he saw it on, volume 36, slot 2. We are 18. And I said, so if you want to learn about sex, your best bet is to learn from a woman. Not me. I'll just touch on topics. But if you really want to learn, you're going to find a good woman and you're going to learn from her. Now, the thing is with men is that there are men that are porterhouse mates. They really don't have to worry about it. Because you'll leave a porterhouse anywhere. It's always good. It's always a great experience. But there are some that are bologna sandwiches. And your dad made you a bologna sandwich. Well, now I'm thinking about it. I've never done like long-term research. So I'm not sure. Maybe a bologna sandwich could turn into a porterhouse. I don't know. I'm hoping for him. But anyway. I said, so if you're stuck with a bologna sandwich, it's all about ambiance. It's all about, if I eat a bologna sandwich, but it's in like a ballroom and I have great company and things are nice and wonderful, it could be the greatest bologna sandwiches. Because I've had bologna sandwiches. All the bologna sandwiches I've had. But anyway. I said, so, just make it the greatest bologna sandwich ever. And as I looked, I realized that Grayson had left the room. And then I was there alone. Which is good, because I was about to tell him that his father only ever gave me that meat, like in the tube that you have to spread on. Onions and mustard, and it's so bad by itself. And it was usually like in a dirty bathroom stall. That's how bad the ambiance was, so that's why he's not here. I let her go. But for the most part, Grayson and I and Patty, we have a great life, and what do you call it? He has his friends over. They have their friends over all the time. Grayson is basically my good kid. Grayson is my good kid. Patty is my anyway. I do love them both equally, and I love them not the same, but I love them equally. But Grayson, every once in a while, I have to put him in check. He came up the other day. He was looking for shorts or something for school or something, a sports event, and he goes, "You keep buying my friggin' shorts." And I go, "Did you say friggin'?" I said, "You can say friggin'." And he goes, "I can say friggin', you say friggin'." I said, "I also drive, pay taxes, wear a bra. You can't do those things, okay? So no, you cannot say friggin'." So he kept going on and on. I was like, "I'm going to let it go. You're a little tense. I'm going to let it go. But I am going to pay you back, and payback sucks." So as a couple days went on, his poor friend Jason, him and Jason have been friends since birth, and Jason has seen everything in our home, everything. And Jason was there, and I made tacos, and Grayson and Jason were all excited about their tacos. They were in the room, they were playing their video game. Ooh, while they were in the room, I tucked my shirt, I won't do it now because I'm sure some of you have eaten. I tucked my t-shirt into my bra and pulled it down like it was a halter. I pulled my shorts up, not quite to Daisy Duke, but kind of to like sumo wrestling. So I go, "Kids, dinner's ready." Grayson comes in and he goes, and I said to Jason, "Jason, don't you wish your mother..." Jason kind of just stood there, like, wait, I'm going to explain how they look. This isn't funny, but it kind of is at the end. So this chick that I work with, I'm going to cut in. Someone calls me and she goes, "Tish, could you come over to my unit? My face feels tingly. I need you to come over and look at something." And I go over, and it was obvious that, this is not funny, that she had, it looked like Bell's palsy or a stroke. Now, if you've ever seen that, it causes paralysis to the one side of your face, so kind of like troops. And she's looking at me, she goes, is my face? And I go, over here is okay. Over here, not so much. That's how Jason and Grayson were looking at me when they saw me in my ultrasound and my taco dance. But for the most part, we get along and life is good. Now those are my kids. I also have a stunning job. It's just a joke. I just joking. The only one who enjoys his job is Donald Trump. I do love my job. I love who I work with. This is mostly this mask right here. I love these guys. And what I do is we basically take care of handicapped kids, and I work in the nursing department. I'm not a nurse, although we do a lot of very critical care, technical stuff, take care of little kids with trachs and little kids with tubes, and they get fed through tubes. So coming in, we train people, and sometimes when you train people, it's very scary. What you're about to do is very scary. I'm sure you've never done anything like this. So they always have me trained. I don't know why, because I only abuse people. So Lisa comes in, and I'm training her, and I'm not in my regular unit, which is with little kids. I'm with the big ones. We have 12 big guys. And the girl goes, "Oh, I don't think I can ever do a tube thing. That's so scary." I go, "Well, you know, you'll be fine, this, that," and I'll show you. And I go, "These guys on the end there, these guys are breastfed." And she was like, I said, "These guys on the end, we breastfeed these guys." She goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "You're lactating, right?" She goes, "That's disgusting. Can you do that?" Well, we get special permission because if they come home and that's what they're used to, we want to keep them in their home. I go, "I've been lactating for like 12 years. I only joke, and I go, "But now a tube feeding doesn't seem so hard, does it?" So then we go on about the fire drill. Now, the fire drill too is very scary. The fire drill is we're taking men as big as 200 pounds, I'd say. You're taking them out of the bed and putting them in the wheelchair by yourself. So you had better know how to lift, and you better know what you're doing, where they're going. So she says, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I just don't think I could do it." And I said, "Don't worry about it, because when it happens, when the fire drill actually goes off, the nuns are going to come down from the heavens." She's like, "What?" I was like, "The nuns are going to come down from the heavens, and they'll help you." She's like, "Oh, okay." So she goes on a break, and my boss says, "So how things going?" She goes, "That chick's free." That chick's free. She goes, "Are you training with Tish?" She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "She's in this wired cage. You'll get used to it." So 6 months down the road, there it goes. The alarm goes off. She shits herself. All of a sudden, here comes the nuns. parking lot. I go, how'd it go? She goes, parents really came from the habits. And I go, they're retired. They live upstairs. And to say the least, these nuns are retired. They're 80 years old, and anybody here can attest to that. When we put our guys in a wheelchair, some of these wheelchairs alone are 300 pounds. So and putting into it is 100, 200 pounds, whatever. So we have these nuns play on the road. They're like, Mom, I need to take him out in a wheelchair. It's 500 pounds. I don't want to take it out of that range. No, I don't. But it is nice. So those are my kids, and that's my job. The other big part of my life, of course, is my family.
Yes.
I think I see a nephew. My family is a big part of my life. And like I said, we're all big girls, you know what I'm saying? So, I have about 2 bills. My sister's also up and about 25. Okay. So, but we're always trying to support each other. Everything is about our kids, about somebody else's kids. We got kids, we don't even know whose parents they are. But we got kids. And we're always trying to support each other, mostly with weight. Things don't really work out well, obviously, but still, it's all good. As long as we're not sluts, we're definitely not sluts. So Beth comes up with a great idea about Zumba. I go, no, we're all skinny shoes are like freaking out, running all over the place. She's like, yeah, let's try it. Okay. All right, so whatever. Me and Mommy are like, this is good. But we're going to go. So we go to Zumba. It's on a Tuesday at $5. All right. So we walk in. I was like, it's hot as hell in here. And of course, Judy Athletic is behind the counter, and she's all like, hey, girl. We're like, what's up? And she's like stunning. She's like built like a brick shit house. Her face is gorgeous. Her hair is stunning. She's like one of them chicks that like, well, if I look like that, I would walk around naked all day. And I would pick up her 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like if that were me, I did that. What's wrong with this? But I don't. So here I stand before you. Okay? Anyway, so she's all like, oh my God, it's so great to have you guys. So there's something $5. So we're paying it, and she's like, you know what? We're so great. We're so happy that you're here. We're going to make a free Zumba stick. We're all done. Zumba stick. Now these are basically maracas on both ends. There's a stick in them. And I guess when you're doing it, I guess the way it's supposed to work is, and they're all like going crazy, they're all freaking out. So it's like, okay, whatever, great, thanks. And she said, and guess what? Our air conditioner broke. She's like excited about it. And Beth goes, I just sweat my balls off taking that $5 out of it. Is she kidding? Is she kidding? So we get in there, she goes, no, you're going to be fine, you're going to be fine, you have a fan. A fan? You're looking at 600 pounds right here. A fan. What the hell do you care about the fan? So we go in, the whole wall is mirrored. The whole thing. I don't want to watch myself. I don't want to watch anything. So we go in the room, there's like 900 people in the room, and everybody, of course, is too skinny except for us. I was like, no fat people ever took Zumba? So, but these women on both sides of us, they know what they're doing. They know this routine. We have no idea what this routine is. So everybody else is in step, and we're like, and the lady's getting pissed off. I know she's getting pissed off. And we're sweating like we have puddles. We're sliding It's disgusting. Not only that, we're watching me in the mirror, and there's just no way around it. I'm going forward, but there's stuff still going back. It catches up to me. I'm going around to the other side. That goes, I never saw a chick sway like that. So we should have to walk with a mirror in front of us. I bet you that'd be like the best weight loss ever. So anyway, we get all done. We're all sweaty and stuff, whatever. And she says, that was like the greatest advanced class ever. Advanced? Did we look like we were doing this? Did we look like we were doing this? I said, no, the next time she sees this Zumba stick, she's going to sit down with her. So, needless to say, the Zumba thing didn't go well. But all in all, it's a good time. But that's my family, that's my kids, that's my job, and that's my time. Thank you so much for coming.